Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Before starting my video, if you didn't subscribe my channel yet, please do, and do not forget to turn on notifications as I'm sharing great contents for you all the times. Alright, previously we completed our structure and abstractions for our mediator. Now we're going to create our first command, and then we're going to complete with the queries our product section. Alright, let's continue with the create product. I'm going to create a new class. Actually, it's going to be a record. Create product command. Let's create all the classes first, then we can continue to filling inside. Create product command handler. And we need a response, so I'm going to create this response outside of the commands and queries because it is going to be a shared one. We're going to use that response for queries as well. So let's create a product response. Control RG. Let's make it public. I didn't put anything inside it yet, just I'm going to tag it with the iResult because it must be tagged by the iResult to able to use with result pattern, as I mentioned to you before. Okay, let's close this one. We're going to define the properties later. Alright, let's continue with the commands. Control RG, make it public. This is a record. So as a variable, we're going to get a DTO which we define in domain create product DTO, and I'm gonna name it with the DTO, and this is going to be an I command. We select the wrong namespace, careful about that. I command control dot select the correct namespace. Okay, so this is an I command. Let's have a look. Did we select correct one? Yep. Actually no, we are going to return a response because this is a create operation, so we're going to use that one. So T response is, we need to give a T response. Let's define our response, which is we just created a product response. Perfect. Now all good. The command section is completed. Let's continue with the where is the let's continue with the handler, but let's fix the naming before starting. Alright, let's fix this one. Perfect. Control RG. Okay, Control RG is not working, just I'm gonna delete manually. Control S. Let's make it sealed, internal sealed, because we're not gonna reach this method outside this domain. And let's use I command handler. Oops, something happened to my file. I'm gonna save it and close it. Let's try to open again. Control dot, yep, it's working. Perfect. So I command handler, it requires a T command, so we got two overload. We're going to use the second one because we have a response. The command is, we just created create product command, and the response is, and we just created product response, and we're going to implement the interface. Here we go. This is our handler method, comes from I request handler. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to inject my I unit of work for DB operations, unit of work, and let's create the field, because this is the way how I'm using my injections. Let's make this method vertical design and add our async because this is a task. Let's have a look quickly, and it returns a result product response. This is how exactly we designed this structure. All we need to do is create product and save it. Var product. So we're going to go to product class. So all we need to do is reach to create. Open your broadcast and it's asking you a request. But I guess we need to make a quick amendment because it is asking us a request and it's naming request, so it might be confused you. You may want just type a request and continue, but it is asking us at, let's have a look, create product DTO, but it's a command. All we need to do is add request DTO, but we need to fix this issue. Instead of the request, the create must ask us a DTO. Let's go back. Actually, I'm going to fix all of them. Let's go to domain now, entities. Let's start with the customers. Let's switch this request with the DTO. I'm gonna fix all of them quickly. The naming is really important, guys. Just imagine you're working with the 15 different person in the same project. The namings can lead the developers really to wrong ways, and it can cause a massive issues in your project. So let's switch this request DTO. Any request, here we go. Any issue? No, there is no issue anymore. Let's continue with the product. Any request? Yep, all done. All requests as convert to DTO. Perfect. Let's save all. Now have a look again. Let's try to add one more time. The create method is asking us a DTO of to create product DTO. All we need to do add the request.DTO. It's much more sense to me and prevents the errors. Perfect. So we created our product. All we need to do is now calling the unit of work and save changes. Alright, await unit of work repository. This is the method we created to call our repository. This is the product and create. Where is the create method? Yep, here we go. Create async and product has been created, and we need to give the cancellation token as well. Do not forget to use. This is an async operation. How can I say? This is really useful for async task methods to prevent stuck your application if something wrong during a process. Just if sometime is if there is no response in a certain time, it's just cancel the request and preventing crash your application. It's really important to use using cancellation tokens. Alright, let's continue. So we add our repository. We did changes on the product table. Now we're going to save it. Unit of work commit async. Perfect. It's completed. Now we're going to return to the data. But now we need to make a mapping. Our response, I'm gonna show you the long way first, and then I'm going to show you the best practice with the automap response. New product response, and yeah, we didn't define the inside yet. Let's go back to response. So we're going to return a string description, and it must be a public, by the way, and we need to return decimal unit price. This is only two property we have for product. Unit of unit of, I'm saying unit of work is unit price. Perfect. and let's tag them with not null. It's really annoying, I know, but this is the only option for us to get rid of the warnings. So for the decimal we don't need it, it's a value object anyway. Alright, let's save it, and the description must be the product description.value, and the unit price is going to be product.unit price value. Perfect, we created our response. Now we can return our result. The return type it requires a TDTO, which is iResult. This exactly fit our product response, and this is a success method, and we're going to return a data. So we're going to use the second overload, product response data, which is response, and a status code 201, which is for create. Perfect, our first command is completed. But let's make it a best practice method using AutoMapper. Right click on the application and manage NuGet packages. I'm waiting. Okay, AutoMapper. Let's add this in our project. Yep, it must be installed. Perfect. Let's close this one. Actually, we need to go back to product response. So we are in product response now. I'm going to create the mapper class in the response. It's a better way to keep them all in same place. Public class product mapper, which is going to be inherent by profile. Perfect. Let's create a constructor, and do not forget switch it to public, otherwise you're going to get an error message. Now we're going to create our maps here. Create map from product to product response, and also I would like to add the ID here as well. Public, we forgot to add ID, right? So we need to edit ID. Alright, and here we need to define the ID as well. Product.id. Perfect. So all of them are in use right now. Now all I need to do is, okay, there is a quick tips while we're using mappers. So we have ID. So the naming of this ID is the same with the product entity itself, but the description is, how can I say, let me open the product itself first. Where's the product? Okay, as you can see, description is using title record, unit price using money record. So we need to make it manually mapping. To do that, we're going to use for members. So DTO dot description. I just selected this one, and now I'm going to select where we're going to map from, and entity dot description dot value. Now we did a manual mapping between the product. Let's have a look. The entity says this is a product, the DTO says this is a product response. So we just basically made a manual mapping from product description value to product response DTO. I'm gonna do the same thing for unit price, but we don't need to do the for ID because the type is same, the naming is same. It is going to be mapped automatically. Alright, mapper is completed. Now all we need to do is give these settings to AutoMapper. To do that, we're going to create a service register first. We need to enable the AutoMapper as well. Control A, service register. Control RG. Let's make a public static, and I'm going to create a new static method for extension class I service collection. Let's give a good name at, let's say at, or should I use? Just thinking what we use for infrastructure. Let me have a look. We used add infrastructure services, right? So I'm going to use add application services. I'm going to pass I service. Actually, it's going to be extension this I service collection services. Let's get inside, return services. Now all we need to do, add AutoMapper services dot add AutoMapper. We need to give an assembly. So to do that, I'm going to use assembly using system reflection, yeah, dot get executing assembly. So basically AutoMapper going to get the old configurations from executing assembly, which is going to be application, and our settings located in here. So all done. Now let's go back to our features, create command handlers. Let's delete this manual mapping, and now I'm going to inject my AutoMapper. Let's add a field, fix the naming, and all I need to do is create a new instance of a product response using AutoMapper. Map product response product. As you can see, the response is product response. Perfect. And we're returning that response with a 201. All done, guys. We finalized a create product section. Next one is going to be remove product and update product. I'm just thinking, should I do them all? Let's complete those in one lesson, and the other lesson will be included for other sections. Let's add a new class. I'm going to use remove product command. Why I'm doing this all the time? Remove product command, control RG. Let's make a public. All we need to do is passing an ID, product ID. Oh, sorry, we did wrong. So make it parenthesis. Yeah. Oh my god, thanks to insert product ID. Yeah, so we need to tag it with the I command. Yeah, and I'm not gonna add anything else. As you can see, we are returning no content ETO for removing operation. The I command is going to be enough for us. Let's save and close here now. But let's put an enter. Perfect. Okay, let's, what happened here? Oh, just a second. Let's save everything. Yep, perfect. Okay, let's add a new class. Remove product handler. Actually, it's going to be command handler. Yep, control RG, make it internal sealed class. and inherit from I command handler, and all we need to do is give a command implement interface. As you can see, the return value is result no content ETO as expected. So I'm going to inject I unit of work let's add our field, fix the naming, perfect, switch it to vertical design, add async, all good guys, perfect. First of all, we need to find the product, var product await unit of work repository products and get by id async, which is come from request product. Do not forget to add cancellation token. Right, so we found the product. Now if the product is null, id can be wrong, so product can be null at these circumstances. So we're going to make a null check. If product is null, we're going to return a result no content DTO failed with the just status code and one error using the second overload for this failed method. The status code is going to be 400, which is a bad request. The error code is going to be null.error. You can give any error naming, but I'm going to use error, null.error, and the error message is the item, let's say the product with the ID. Let's make it much more good response using string interpolator request dot product ID not exist. So let's put this down, put our semicolon and all done. This is our error return message. When it comes to handling these errors, we're going to add our pipelines in our behaviors. Then you will see how we are handling these errors. Now we're just returning the error message. If it's not, all we need to do is calling the unit of work and repository, delete the data. Okay, unit of work, repository, product, and delete product, and then commit async. We are saving changes to DB, and this is an asynchronous method. I add my await. Then if everything is completed, we're going to return a success message, result no content DTO success, and just for the status code, which is 204. All done. We are completed remove handling class, guys. Perfect. Let's continue with the update, and it's almost 24 minutes. I'm going to finish this lesson then. Let's add new class. Let's say update product command control RG. Let's make it public record. It must be a record, and we're going to call update product DTO. Let's say a DTO, and it's I command without any parameter. So we're just returning a no content DTO. Perfect. Let's go back and create our handler method now. Update product command handler. Let's use control RG, make it internal sealed, and first of all I'm going to add my I unit of work unit of work. Let's add my field. Perfect. Let's put it down and inherit from I command handler, which is all we need to do is a command update command. Where is my handler? Update sorry, it's update product handler. Update product command. Sorry, I'm just, yeah, I guess I'm tired a little bit. All we need to do is implement the interface, and as you can see, the return is the result no content DTO. Make it async and switch it to vertical design. Now I'm going to bring these null check, because first of all we need to bring the data and check if it's null or not. Is there any problem with the unit of work? Yeah, this unit of work written wrong. Another section. Let's fix this as well. I hate those things all the times, guys. It's happening. Let's fix this quickly. Perfect. Let's save this file and close it. Perfect. The product ID now is in our DTO. So we find the product, we check the product. If everything is perfect, we need to update it, right? Alright, so all we need to do is call update method product.update, and it is asking us a DTO. I'm just going to send a request to DTO. Then I'm going to call unit of work repository product update product. Perfect. Let's save changes to DB now. Await unit of work commit async cancellation token, and let's return our result. Return result no content DTO with returning a nothing. Success, and this is a 204, which is an update method. Oh, sorry, Control S, all done. Alright guys, update method is completed as well. So the next lesson we will continue with the queries. Hopefully then we can continue quickly with the customer and invoices altogether or separate to a lesson. Okay, take care of yourself. If you crush the like button and if you drop comment below the video, I will be really appreciated. The YouTube algorithm is always using these inputs to value your video, and it really motivates me to create new contents. Take care of yourself. See you in the next lesson. Bye bye.